I did not want to make this video, but some recent actions from the other players has led me to this moment. Real quick before we start, if you guys could go ahead and slap that like button, it'd mean a lot. And if you're new to the channel and have not already, make sure you subscribe. Seriously, there's a bug on YouTube where you might think you're subscribed, but you might not be. So go ahead and hit that sub button, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, enjoy the video. All right, guys, so on a recent video of Aeolus, dude, how do you pronounce his name? I don't even know. He and Random actually came back to our lab after we warned them not to. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really take too kindly to that. I think it was horrible of them to do that. So we're gonna have to pay them a visit. I don't think that this is going to end well for them. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that this might lead to something that we don't want it to lead to. I did message Alias in the chat a little bit, but I just don't think a simple message is gonna get our point across. Random's house. So, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything too crazy right now, just because, you know, Random, I don't think he realized what he was getting into. All right, you know what? We're just gonna check it out. Okay. This is interesting. Nothing too crazy. He's got some stuff. This house is not too bad. All right. I didn't want to do this, but we're gonna have to. All right, so I just put the signs down and boom. Dear Random, it seems you have been trespassing on my property. Do it again, and I can promise it will be the last time you ever step on land. By Tiko. All right, I mean, that seems pretty ominous. If he still shows up to my base, even after this, well, we might have just found our first victim. I don't want to completely take all his stuff, but hopefully the little carpet out there will get his attention and he'll realize that we put signs right in his house. So, yeah. All right, and we are back home. Kind of. I don't really call this place home anymore. Jeffrey's still here. I've not talked to Jeffrey in so long. He's just the farmer that lives here. I mean, he's been keeping my home safe for me. I mean, some of you guys may have seen him in the videos in the past just roaming around, but I've not really talked about him for a while. Now, guys, there's about to be a new play in the whole server, something very, very valuable that nobody has really talked about. And honestly, the fact that it's just sitting in my base where anybody could technically just come over and take it. We need to fix that. Now, this egg means a lot to me. As you guys know, you can only get one in an entire server, or you may not have known that, but it's true. And the fact that I have the only one you can get and nobody else will ever be able to, that is definitely going to have some value. I mean, right now, at this point, having the egg alone basically makes me the richest person in the entire server. And I probably would not give this thing up for anything. There is a possibility that in the future, something may come up and we will have to trade it, but nobody's really talked about the egg. I mean, honestly, the only way I'd probably ever give this egg up is maybe for like 32 beacons or just, I don't know, something nuts. But today, we're going to be working on something for our laboratory. We need to build a vault. We need something to keep this egg safe. And I want to build it somewhere where I know nobody else is ever going to find it. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Now, some of you are probably like, oh my gosh, Tiko, where are you going to build the vault? Guys, I thought it'd be so clear. Obviously, we're going to build it at the lab because nobody knows where the lab is. Just obviously nobody, right? Yep, exactly. That was a joke for those of you wondering. Hopefully, we can definitely throw some people off guard. Currently, right now, nobody in the server, or nobody watching this video, you guys have no idea where I am right now. Not even my editor, because I actually paused the recording itself. I am the only person that knows where I am right now. And I honestly would love to keep it that way. If I'm ever streaming and I'm talking about going to the vault and I start going towards it, please spam the chat. Just please tell me that I need to hide my screen. Because if I forget and I literally expose exactly where to get this thing, that's going to be horrible. So right now I have this little black box and it's obviously not safe enough. I mean, somebody can very easily get this. Let's be honest, guys. I'm realizing now that it would probably not be a good idea to just put the egg on a shulker box and then surround the rest of it with obsidian. I mean, that would just be horrible. I'm actually going to build this out of iron blocks. So at this point, the vault itself is worth a lot. And I'm pretty excited to see how this is going to play out. I mean, I don't know if there's actually going to be players on the server willing to go to great lengths to get this egg. But for now, my only goal is to keep this as safe as I can. So that's going to be exactly what I'm going to do. Goodbye, little egg. Oh, wait. I almost forgot to block it off. Oh my gosh, that could have been horrible. Anyways, I wanted to put some sort of little doorway. Obviously, they could just break the iron blocks, but you know, maybe some idiot will think that this is the egg and they won't go for the real one. So with that out of the way, all we have to do is just patch this up and hope nobody ever thinks anything of it. And I'm back. What is up, boys? All right, guys. So now that the egg is hidden, that's probably gonna make our lives a lot easier. I'm not going to have to worry about anybody trying to go for the most valuable thing in the server. To be completely honest, with all the griefing and robberies going on, I'm surprised that it has not been yoinked already. Now, some of the second probably most valuable things on the server, besides netherite, are probably these heads. It's come to my attention that people have not really been getting them whenever they go around. So just simply having them is pretty cool. Now, I know that there's gonna be people saying, oh, Tiko, you could just put the egg in your ender chest. Now, that's true, but what's the fun in that? At least the idea is if they find it, they technically can take it. But if I just throw it away in an ender chest, all of that chance just completely goes away. And that would definitely be safer and a lot better, but it's just not as fun in my opinion. So all of you guys watching this video that seem to always tell everyone else like, oh yeah, Tiko's doing this. Like, guys, why are you snitching? I'm just kidding. I don't care that much. If you want to go ahead and tell people if they find the egg, they can have it, then be my guest. But I mean, the egg, it's mine. I killed it. I own it. I'm putting the terms up. You find my egg, you can take it, but it will forever be up for grabs until I say so. And in my opinion, that's just because, you know, I killed the Ender Dragon, all right? I feel like I should be able to have the biggest majority say in what happens to the egg. I could just throw it in an ender chest and nobody would technically be allowed to steal it. I mean, I could have even just kept it here. But for the sake of making the server entertaining, I am saying that you are allowed to take it. But by taking it without my permission, technically, you are agreeing to my terms that it will forever be up for grabs until I say otherwise. So don't think that you can just take it, claim that you own it, and you can change the rules or whatever stands. You are only allowed to take it from me without my permission if you are agreeing to those terms. So by taking the egg without my permission, you're technically agreeing. So I will forever kind of own it and get the say in what happens to it. Also, guys, some of you might be confused like what I'm doing, but I built something. And look at this. We have another Billy. You're not Billy, though. You're like their dad. You're kind of a traitor. That guy's not mad at me. Dude, chill. This is just like Billy. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Oh my.
I don't want the place, but the fishy on me. Gotta let the be, but I'll slap you